I'm about to crush all your beliefs on pricing and completely bust the myth of why you should start with lower price items and then go higher. This is the common thought that everybody does when they start a business, and this is the wrong way about it. So if you have a coaching business or any educational business where you sell your services and your education online, this is really going to help you out. Most people who start out, this is the common pattern. They think, well, I should start off by starting with a low price, get more clients this way, and then I'll have a mid-tier item, something a little bit more expensive for the people who are a little bit more serious, and then after I create all that, and then I'll have a high price. That is the common thought. This is the better way. If you take this triangle and you flip it on its head and you start in reverse of what most people think you're supposed to do, it is much easier to build your business and make money a lot faster. The better way is if you're starting out and the first product that you make should be a higher priced item, then you can go mid, and then you can go low. I know this sounds very backwards and it sounds very counterintuitive. Let me give you a prime example of somebody who does this. Do you guys remember when Tesla first came out? They did not come out with the Model 3 first. They did not come out with the model that everybody can afford. They first came out with a high tier item. I think it was called the Roadster, and only a certain type of person can own this. It was like a $100,000 or $200,000 car. I'm not sure exactly how much it was, but it was a higher price item geared towards people who earned more money. Why did he do that? He did that because he knew that's where money comes in faster. If you have a higher priced item, you don't have to sell as many units in order to hit the same income goal. First of all, he didn't even sell the car yet. He just made the concept and sold the concept. So this is the concept of beta testing. He took the idea and he presented it and said, this is what the car will be like. This is what it's capable of. These are the features. Do you like the car? If you like the car, you can put your money down, and as soon as we put it into production, we will deliver it to you. So there was no car done yet, but a bunch of people put their money down on it because they loved the idea of it. So what he did was he took the high price, he test sold it, he took the money that he got from the deposits, he put it into production, and then he delivered on his high tier product. So he knew going in that he wouldn't have to sell as many units if he had a higher price. What he did with that capital is take it and then do the mid-tier, and that's what you know as Model S and the Model X, I'm pretty sure. And then once he created that mid-tier, what did he do then? He finally expanded to the rest of the population, where most people could afford the Model 3 and the Model Y, which was the more reasonable civilian type car. I don't even know what to call it, but most people could buy that, right? And if you look at the triangle, if you have a low priced item, low price item, then you need more volume, meaning that you need more people to buy. So if you wanted to hit a target of $10,000, let's say $10,000 a month, and you sell your coaching at $100 an hour, how many people would you have to sell in order to hit that goal? At $100 to get to 10K, you would need 100 people to buy from you, 100 hours of your time sold in order to hit that $10,000 income goal. If the price is low, you need more volume. You need 100 people. $100 an hour, you need 100 people. If you had a price that was about $5,000 for a coaching package, how much would you need? You would need less volume, meaning that you would need less people to buy from you. So if you had a $5,000 package, you want to get to 10K, you would only need 2 people. Convincing 2 people to buy from you is a lot easier than convincing 100 people to buy from you. Especially when you're starting out in business, you don't have that much time and you don't have that much capital. Those are the only 2 sources that you can pull from in order to get clients. You're either going out and you're outreaching to everybody individually, or you are taking your money and you're putting it into ads and getting ad spend. Here's the thing. If you need more volume and you need more traffic, you have to spend more on ads. No matter what you're selling, the ads are still going to cost more if you need more people. If you need less people, you don't have to spend as much on ads, and you have a lot more wiggle room to sell a product, right? So if I was over here, in order to break even at $100 an hour, my ad spend would have to be less than $100 per client acquisition in order to have this be even profitable. So let's say it costs you $90 to get a client, and you charge them $100 an hour. You're only profiting $10 off of that client. So then you need more volume and more volume and more volume. In order for it to even make sense to sell something that low, you would have to have a ton of volume. There's so much wiggle room here because let's say you brought in traffic with 100 different people, 98 people said no to you, but only two people said yes to you. You're still hitting that $10,000 income goal if you have a $5,000 package. So when you're starting out or you don't have that much capital, why would it make sense to sell something for cheap? Because you need more volume, and more volume costs more money. So if you had low capital, why would you do that? If you had low capital, it would make sense to have to need less volume because you charge a lot more. If you don't have capital, you should have time. If you have time, you can deliver a better product for a higher price and focus just on a couple clients so that you can get here and you can get more money. If you build this capital faster with a high ticket product, then you have capital to actually work on something mid-tier. If you want to sell a course that's like $2,000, you would have the money to put into ads because you got it from the high tier and you can put it into your mid. And then the low tier is to get more people on board. The only people that should be doing a low ticket product, meaning like $10, $30, $100 course, are the people who are already well established enough with a high ticket product and are making enough capital in order to run something like this. Something they don't tell you is a lot of people in the coaching space or sell really anything in business, if they have a low ticket product, it's because they have the capital. And the reason why they do it is because it creates a list of buyers. Buyers have a higher intent than somebody who just opts into a page. So if they create a list of buyers, those buyers are more likely to buy the higher tier product. And that's where the profit is. The goal with a low ticket product is to at least break even on ad spend. It's called an SLO. It's called a tripwire. An SLO stands for self-liquidating offer. The whole point of this offer is to break even on ads. It's not for profits. So if you don't have capital and you're just starting out, like how do you plan on profiting off of this if the big guys are using this just to break even? All the money on the back end, all the profits are made up here. So why not start up here? And why start down here? If the whole goal of this is to try to break even, why would this be the place to start? It makes more sense to start here than work your way down, because this is where most of the money can be made quickly without a bunch of people saying yes to you, and then you can work backwards. If you go like this, you're gonna struggle right here and struggle, and you'll never make enough money to get here or to get here. And I think that's why a lot of people fail in business at first, is because this is the traditional, normal way to think. But again, if you think like a normal person, you don't get extraordinary results. So what you got to do, flip it on its head, go high first, mid, and then low. I hope this was helpful, but if you want to learn how to grow your coaching business, if you teach music or any sort of creative skill, and you want more help with actually growing your business and getting past that 30, 40, 50K mark per month, I will put a link down below so that you can book a call. I'd love to talk to you, see if we are a good fit. And if I feel like I can help you grow your business, then I can explain what that looks like. Regardless, I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe and share this with a friend, and I will see you in the next video.